Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to another Let's Play with author J.P.Edgar, where this guy plays games he's never really played before. And today we're continuing our journey with RainCode on the Nintendo Switch. So, without wasting any more time, let's get going. How you all doing today? How you doing, chat? Oh man, it is progressively getting warmer and warmer. It is already ridiculously warm in my little office space. I suspect by the time I'm done with this this game, I will have lost 10 pounds in this little sweatshop, in this little sauna. We'll see. I can lose the weight. I'll take it. Got some chat going on. Take bets on how long until end credits. I said 20 episodes. So, under the test tomorrow. Kind of nervous. Oh, you got this. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in you. All right, so we're working on the clock tower. That's kind of where we left off. I have the most recent episode, the Tuesday episode, uploaded, but it is unlisted right now. I still have to do the description, and I haven't had a lot of time lately, so just letting you know it's there. I'm basically caught up. All right, so what am I doing? I am gonna turn on the left stick. There we go. The left control kind of just went on standby. Oh, what's this? Tablet de vaisseau.
Wow, it's the Clock Tower murder report. This is a great find.
Well, just okay.
Just as I thought. The
Just as I
details of
thought.
the case are on here.
Yes, it is not locked or secured or anything. Clock Tower murder report. Crime scene. Clock Tower storage. 3rd floor. Victim, female, age 20 to 30, identity to be confirmed, and ETA or ETD, more or less, unknown. Time of discovery, approximately 7 a.m.
The body was found around 7 a.m. and it's a little past 8 a.m. right now.
All right.
So it's only been an hour since the body was first found.
All right.
No wonder things are so hectic. The body may even still be there.
Ooh.
Another body.
A corpse.
Anyway, Master, there's more to that report, right?
Yeah, you forgot to scroll down. First on scene, clergy member and several peacekeepers. What were the peacekeepers doing with the clergy? There was a report of a suspicious person behind the church. The victim was discovered during the investigation. The murder is suspected of being related to the Nailman killings.
A suspicious person behind the church. But the area behind the church is...
Behind church.
All you need to do is write down the name of someone you wish dead. Someone you hate so much you could kill them.
Yes, that's right. We went Death Note. Full-on Death Note.
Then make a doll resembling that person, nail the name
Voodoo
to
Death
it,
Note.
and leave it at the forest behind the church.
Yes, a voodoo Death Note. That's right.
This summons the Nail Man, who will kill that person for you. Or so the legend goes.
That's where the forest to summon the mailman is located. They pursued someone they thought was the mailman and found the body.
Swipe up. Note, the door was locked from the inside of the scene of the crime. The only window was shuttered and also locked from the inside. As there are no other entrances, it seems to be a completely locked room. This matches the Nailman's modus operandi. Thank you for not using English. Fancy Latin
There
bastards.
we go. Locked room mystery time.
Locked room mystery time.
I don't know why you're so excited. Does the mailman turn his crime scenes into locked rooms like this every time?
A phantom who vanishes like smoke in a room with no way in.
I figured his MO.
Just the thought of it makes me drool.
For one hentai there, ghost. Suspect apprehended a suspicious individual near the clock tower. suspect was found with multiple hammers believed to multiple hammers believed to have been used in the crime. Name: Mr. Colin, age 48. Occupation unknown. Suspect claims he was repairing the clock. No witnesses or alibis. Peacekeepers' current investigation suspects him to be the nailman. Communicate only the information found in this report to the media. New key, okay.
The Peacekeepers captured some dude and assumed he's the mailman.
Like some dude, bro.
You gotta search the crime scene yourself to find the truth.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Oh, that's why I gotta go auto.
You finally getting into it? Took you long enough to warm up. Now let's go. The scene of the crime is the storage room on the 3rd floor of the clock tower.
Yeah, let's hurry. Before the Peacekeepers wake up. You should go hide someplace safe. I'll be right back once I check inside.
Oh, that's right. Childs.
Now off to the clock tower we go.
Rusty fence. Fence is completely rusted. There is a lock on it, and it doesn't seem like there's a way through. Why not just go and kick it down? I definitely can't do that. Yep, gotta search the perimeter. Yeah, I don't know how to sing, so. Alright, so we searched the perimeter, nothing here, so let's go in. Let's go in. That's right, the Ginma district. Is it Ginma? G. Yeah, Ginma district. Oh, I'm walking again. Great. Great.
Let's go. Go, go, go.
Yes, listen to the Shinigami. Go. Go faster than a snail's pace. Maybe a sloth's pace. Or a turtle's pace. Because even a turtle could go spasties.
So you don't get fat.
Use the stairs so you don't get fat. Excuse me. Is that a fat joke?
You can do it, Master.
Are you breaking the fourth wall here? All right. You know, we're climbing a lot of stairs, but this is still not the Final Fantasy VII stairs. So, as brutal as this may seem, it is exponentially better than that. Turtles can book it when they need to. Exactly. Yeah, they can just up and damn.
I see a suspicious door.
No, you don't. You just see a door. A door.
happened in the storage room on the 3rd floor of the clock tower, so it should be right behind this door.
There may be a corpse still in there.
Corpse?
You've already seen plenty of corpses on the Amaterasu Express. Now hurry it up.
That doesn't mean I want to see any more.
Exactly, Coco Head.
To be honest, until I opened that door, none of it felt very real to me. I'd been treating the case as if it was something that happened to someone else long ago. But the moment I opened the door, all of my delusions vanished in an instant.
What? Purple blood. Purple blood.
Is this... Is that a real corpse? It's not some mannequin, is it? This blood is real? How?
Exactly. How? Why?
Jeez, it's just some freakish, gruesome murder scene. your mentor, let me just say that you'll come across this stuff all the time as a detective. So don't be scared. Investigate. Hurry, before the Peacekeepers come back.
Shinigami, you don't feel anything after seeing this body?
Probably
You're
turned
asking
on,
me
right?
How I feel about death? Well, let me tell ya, this is totally ordinary.
Purple blood and all.
This ordinary? It's absolutely abnormal.
It's normal for it to be abnormal. You're dealing with a murder case in a city like this. You can either accept it or go insane. Blood is just a liquid, a body is just an object. Got it? Now take a look around before someone gets in your way. Chop chop.
Chapu, chapu. They can show a crispy corpse, but they can't show real blood. Yeah.
Fine. You're right. I should hurry before the Peacekeepers return.
Yep. Now let's start the investigation. Oh, also, any clues you find during your search will be recorded by yours truly.
By yours truly.
It will all materialize once you get to the mystery labyrinth later.
I don't want to go back there anymore. Someone will die once the mystery is solved.
You are so naive, having sympathy for the criminal you're catching. What place is suspicious?
All right, investigation. We already kind of know how to investigate. Investigation. First things first, follow the wall. Actually, let's see if we can click the door real quick.
This is the only door in the room. The lock is broken. They say the door was locked from the inside when the body was discovered. That must mean the Peacekeepers broke the lock to get inside. So the inner lock is the type where you turn a latch. I don't see any evidence of it being tampered with. There's a keyhole on the outside of the door, but it's filled up and rusted. This didn't happen recently. It may have been like this way before the incident.
Hey, why is the keyhole plugged?
They might have figured it was unnecessary. The inner lock is probably left over from when the room needed both locks.
Either way, it doesn't seem like we can open it with a duplicate key or anything.
There's no gap when the door is closed. It'd be hard to tamper with it. The only way to unlock this door is to turn the latch from inside.
All right, we got the clock tower door. Yes, we just searched the door.
What's up?
Why are you staring at a wooden box? I thought there might be a clue related to the case. It's covered in dust. There's no evidence it was moved. It's probably not relevant, right? Right. Let's go look elsewhere. The inconsistency is on what is read to you and what is not.
This part seems important. Maybe.
Wow, very handholdy.
So this is the only window. They've installed shutters instead of glass. The shutters look new despite the building's old age. Must have been added later on. The window's big enough for someone to fit through.
Door's locked inside. Only window was shuttered and locked also from the inside. No other entrances. Seem to be completely locked room, matches no man's MO.
According to the Peacekeeper report, the shutters were already closed at the time of discovery. So they've been left alone like this.
Hey, how about you try opening them?
It won't open. It's locked. Were the shutters locked when the body was discovered?
Cheaper.
How do we
Yeah,
open
cheaper.
them? Maybe there's a secret password or something.
Open us right now in us.
I don't think it's a password. Hey, there's a latch on the left side. I think I can move it. All right, it opened. The latch was pretty light. It can be easily adjusted. It's rather high up. It's above the 3rd floor on most buildings. It's impossible to jump off from here. Even if you try
no.
climbing down, there's nothing to hold on to out there. You can see the big clock above, but there's nothing really suspicious here. It'd be difficult for the culprit to get in and out from here. What's that sound? Oh, it's locked again.
Master, why are you still playing with the shutters? You want to be friends with them?
No, that's not it.
It closes automatically.
Now it won't go down.
Maybe you gotta clean up a little bit.
I get it. This shutter stops once it goes all the way up. But when set halfway, it's designed to fall down with its own weight. And if it goes all the way down, it automatically locks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. You're really fixated on these shutters. I'll make them a solution key for you, just in case you open a shutter shop one of these days.
There's something under the window.
Yeah, is it called nailed
Did
dolls?
you find something interesting?
The bottom of the window is wet.
Maybe some rain got in when you opened the window earlier.
No, the parts starting to dry are leaving stains. This didn't get wet just now.
Then maybe it's the tears from the nailed dolls. No more horror stuff.
They need to pick a personality for the Shinigami.
More dolls? Here too? These two are lined up and nailed together. Huh? What's this? A yellow thread is attached to the nail in the doll. On a closer look, it seems the thread left marks on the nail. What could it mean?
This is suspicious. You should remember this.
See, I would like to look at these dolls to see if there's thread on there too, but unfortunately it's not going to let me. Doll on the wall.
There are dolls nailed all over the walls and floor. What a ghastly sight. All the dolls here look antique. They're looking at me as if they're full of hate.
Ha!
It would have taken a ton of time to do all this by hand. Why would the culprit go to the trouble to do this?
Maybe it's to link it back to the urban legend about the Nailman.
All you need to do is write down the name of someone you wish dead. Someone you hate so much you could kill them. Then make a doll resembling that person, nail the name tag to it, and leave it at the forest behind the church. This summons the Nailman, who will kill that person for you.
Or so the legend goes.
Whoever is killed by the Nailman is pinned by countless nails.
Countless. I guess he doesn't know how to count very high.
But why would the culprit go through so much trouble to imitate an urban legend?
Or maybe it's the real Nailman. Now I'm scared. I told you I'm not good with occult and horror stuff.
She doesn't like horror. Well, maybe she needs to stop acting like one.
I guess I'll have to search the body, huh?
The moment we've all been waiting for. You're lucky you got here before they took it away, aren't ya?
I can't stomach calling myself lucky when I think about the victim. This is definitely a real corpse, not a doll.
Are you
I
sure?
don't know who this woman is.
Looks like
The
Nickelodeon
Peacekeepers
slime
didn't
for
include
blood.
any details. But no matter who she is, she didn't deserve this.
Cut the chatter, Master.
probably going to go into extreme investigation mode.
The body is covered in nails, pinning her to the floor. What's this? There's a mark on the neck.
It looks like a rope burn. The vertical scratch marks were made by the victim as she struggled. A victim usually ends up with marks like this when they thrash around while getting strangled by a rope. It's fairly typical when it comes to strangulation victims. Seen it a bunch of times.
So she was killed by strangulation?
That's for the ME to decide.
Didn't say anything about the cause of death.
I wonder why. It should have been easy to figure out. They didn't investigate at all. They got the chance to see a corpse up close and they blew it.
In any case, finding out the cause of death is huge.
Not the Goosebumps slime. This as far as I know. I wasn't really a big fan of Goosebumps back in the day. It required reading.
That should be enough.
Maybe that's all the investigating I can do.
And that's a wrap.
Alright. Investigation can be ended once you're finished examining everything. Feel free to stop whenever.
That should do it for the investigation for now.
Yeah, I get it. Without a doubt, this murder crime scene is
A scene of crime and murder.
WaDOoooo mystery. It's an impossible crime. The door was locked from the inside, and the only window had shutters that were also locked.
Said the author. Yeah, I know.
It's a WaDOoooo mystery.
So cute. That wasn't a sniff.
What are you doing?
That was almost like a giggle.
I'm taking in this luscious WaDOoooo atmosphere.
Anyway, let's leave.
That's
before
not a
the
sniff.
Peacekeepers come. They just cause more trouble for us.
Huh? Oh, right.
We already went over the whole reading thing. Okay, Kai? We went over all that.
Speaking of which, what's this ladder over here?
It is a ladder.
Should we take a look?
Nah, I'm good.
There doesn't seem to be anything suspicious about it.
Why are you dangling your left foot out like
Dad
that?
was here to fix the clock.
Why are you dangling your... Is it because they couldn't get the models like that without too much pinch on the joints?
Oh, so that's the clock. Was he about to head back home after fixing it? Or maybe he was just about to start fixing it.
Probably doesn't matter either way. Nothing matters to me besides the WaDOoooo mystery.
Nothing matters.
Well, I'll think about it later. Let's leave this place for now.
And I can't go up the ladder. So, that means I have to go back down the stairs. So currently, we have those suspicious yellow marks on the nails. By the way, there was 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 nails. Apparently, the person who told us about the urban legend cannot count past 10.
Oh, it's you.
Over here.
Huh? What's the matter?
What's up? Find a body or something?
Find a body or something.
Over here.
No, that's not creepy.
How far does this go? Over here.
So we are currently behind here now, which we couldn't get here before.
Are you keeping up, Master?
While you were checking the clock tower, I took a look around the building. And I found these.
Footprints?
Maybe these belong to the culprit.
What? The culprit?
I'm not sure. Let's check. There are a set of footprints on the wet ground near the wall. But it's only the heel portion. The only thing I can discern is that they weren't sneakers. They could be loafers. But the footprints seem strange.
Strong guy.
Oh? strange about them?
Look, the footprints are facing the wall. This looks like whoever made them was walking toward the wall.
You're saying the guy disappeared through the wall? We're dealing with wall-facing man now? First the nail man, and now this! It's a phantom party!
And the end right under that window. Is this just a coincidence? Or does it have something to do with the murder?
What do you think? Are these the footprints of the real culprit?
Well, to be honest, there's not much I can say with just this. At the very least, I hope I can prove the footprints aren't his father's. Hey, what kind of shoes does your dad usually wear?
Huh?
Sandals,
His shoes?
slippers, and beer
He
bottles.
usually wears sneakers. He was wearing them today.
He was
Does he
wearing
ever
them
wear
today.
loafers?
Loafers.
Sometimes, but not usually.
It would be one thing if he didn't own a single pair of loafers, but I can't rule him out yet. Still, I wouldn't want to waste the kid's discovery of these footprints.
In that case, I'll remember it for you.
So, do you think you can find the real culprit?
Yeah, I think. Maybe. I might need a little more time, though.
I see.
Oh, but don't worry. I'll find a way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know he's worried about his dad. If he really is innocent, I want to prove it. While I'm at it, maybe I should ask him more about his father. Did you notice anything different about your dad this morning?
My dad went out late last night to work on the clock, so I didn't see him this morning.
He was out since last night. So he stayed the night here?
That's his job.
His job is to repair clocks?
He doesn't just repair them, he also sells them. Watches and wall clocks too.
Oh, so he's a watchmaker.
Wait, the Peacekeeper report said his occupation was unknown.
Maybe it's more convenient for them if they intend to declare him as the culprit of the Nailman murders.
Oh, he's getting framed as the culprit. They made up their minds and dropped the investigation.
Does your dad also manage this clock tower?
No, he only checks on that clock once a year. But yesterday, he got an urgent request to fix it. The clock wasn't keeping time, so he was called to repair it. My dad is usually happy to repair any clock, but he always grumbles about how much he hates the clock tower.
He hates it? Why?
Because he's afraid of heights. He's scared of even climbing up the clock tower, but he bites the bullet and does his work without looking outside.
A fear of heights. He's afraid of climbing the clock tower and refrains from looking outside, so it sounds serious.
Master, you're improving so much thanks to my training. You're even getting better at pretending to think.
I'm not pretending. I'm serious here. I hear noise outside.
I hear talking. Maybe those guys woke up.
Let's take a look.
If all the Peacekeepers wake up, they'll be
So
sure.
currently I'm thinking repelling. And that's the impact point when the person landed.
What?
Dad's afraid of heights. There's no way he could kill someone in the clock tower. We really need to find a way to prove his innocence, but there isn't enough info yet. Yeah, what should we do? Find more evidence. Memory shard amethyst, okay. So this was that locked door from the other side. Completely rusted, lock on it. We already kind of established this, but apparently it's not going to give me any different information because I'm on the opposite side. So let's just move on through Hida. KO. KO. Oh, the monocle.
Please wake up.
Wow, okay.
This is Amaterasu Peacekeepers, Investigation Team, Section Chief Seth Burrows.
He has a monocle, so he has to be a detective. Or an old wise person. Or just an old person. Old rich person, probably. A high-class older individual.
You're late.
Why?
Please wake up. This is Amaterasu Peacekeepers, Investigation Team, Section Chief Seth Burrows.
Hurry and wake up.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Everyone, listen closely. It appears there are fools in town who do not comprehend the majesty of the Peacekeepers. Many of them have been eliminated already, but I've heard some outsiders have recently arrived. Go find witnesses and extract information to see who has interfered with us. Which means capture anyone that even appears suspicious. They may still be nearby.
Oh, how those speakers work.
Did you clean up the body at the crime scene? If not, then hurry along with that. The rain in this city makes bodies rot quickly. You better hurry or it will putrefy.
To speed this case along, we need to quickly deal with that nail man we arrested. We should even consider a public execution.
Public execution. That guy's green thingamajiggies means he's serious. And the monocle means he's rich and smart. And old.
What do we do? At this rate, my dad...
This Seth guy doesn't care about the truth. He just wants to wrap up this case as soon as possible. In this city, what they say becomes the truth.
Please! Please save my dad!
The only way to save your dad is to catch the real culprit. I can
Sneeze,
do it.
sorry.
Leave it to me.
Really? Thank you!
But first, we have to leave this area before they find us.
I know a secret way out.
Is it a secret tunnel?
Pass through here to get back to a street in Ginma district. You might stand out if you're with me, so I'll go a different direction.
Might stand
Are
out.
you sure
Why?
you'll be okay alone?
Yes, I play around here often. Please help my dad.
Yeah, just you wait. I'll bring some good news soon.
Please!
What you you should have bring you some good news. Okay, I'll be waiting. So I guess I have to egress. And the egressing is this way. Somebody with lit up souls ran this way.
Who knew some brat would save ya?
Okay. So we have that way, but like when any further peacekeepers will spot me, need to stay out of harm's way, go back. So yeah, we have to go this way.
I
I think I should try being more eco-conscious. Maybe you should try being more eco-conscious. Or be levo-conscious? Not what I said. He's the suspect's son. He's a sus-son. Suspect. He is a suspect. Nay, a sus-son. Yes, he is an a sus-son. He is a sus-son.
You sure you want to be so quick to make promises?
I'm not very confident, but I can't ignore someone asking for help.
Sure you do. You do it all the time walking by.
If willing to listen, then it's up to me.
Wow, get a load of this big shot. Didn't expect that from you, Master. But how do you plan to find the real culprit? You can't investigate the clock tower with the Peacekeepers around. By the way, you can't use the mystery labyrinth yet. Not enough clues. If you jump into the labyrinth now, you'll be lost forever. You need to gather more solution keys.
I don't ever want to go back there anyway.
Then, how do you intend on solving this?
Like a normal person?
You're gonna rely on that one, huh? Always depending on someone else. What was the spot again? Something about a cafe?
You haven't even put in any effort into trying to solve this yourself.
If you let them take the lead, you're gonna be out 5 million yen, right? Do you have that kind of money, Master? Or are you gonna go into debt?
Tired of walking, take a break at the cafe. Tired of walking, 2, you're floating. That sounds awfully familiar. Okay. I also need to keep an eye out for these little bluey things, but since everything is like riddled in littered in neon, it's difficult to see some of these things. All right.
Right.
Which door do I choose?
Now's not the time to be heading over there. Back it up.
Hey.
Someone punched a peacekeeper at the clock tower. What an idiot, right? Why do you look guilty? You didn't do anything. We already looked at this one.
That's true.
Alright. I actually think we talked to everyone. I mean, I'm usually pretty thorough when it comes to, like, searching areas. I follow the right-hand wall or something like that, and I'll talk to everyone on the way. So I think I actually already did all this stuff. So I guess the only thing I need to do now is just move on.
Halara, please, help me.
If Master is vowing to show respect, I guess I better do the same. Please, for both our sakes!
You're 30 minutes later than expected. So, do you have the cash?
I don't have any on me right now, but I will eventually.
Very well. I don't require you to have it immediately, but you will pay me 5,500,800 yen eventually.
Interesting.
But you said it was 5 million before.
It's an additional fee for making me wait. And for the coffee. I told you I don't work for cheap.
Oh, Come on.
So ruthless. A greedy little money demon. I think I'll call this one Halara.
Whatever you decide is up to you. While you think it over, I'm going to order some cake.
Wait, do I have to pay for that too?
Of course. I'll add it to the bill.
All right, I'll pay you all 5.5 million and 800 shin. Got it? Please don't have the cake.
It's a deal. You made a wise choice. I have no obligation to help others, but I work sincerely according to the payment I receive. That is my pride as a detective. I will be your eyes and limbs, and help solve this crime with everything I have.
Everything.
However, know this. You must be the one to complete the boy's assignment.
Me?
You are the one who was asked to solve this case. All I will do is provide support. You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have taken a job, you must finish it.
No, he's still a trainee.
In other words, as of now, I have taken up a position as your assistant.
Really, Halara?
Jobs in this game
You
have
will be
no.
my assistant?
Of course. I'm here to assist per your case.
I have no obligation to help others. You're a detective. That's the whole point. According to the game's canon, yes, that's the entire point.
Thank you.
Master has no memory and no guts. And now he has no money either. Talk about a triple threat!
Oh, be quiet. So, what do we do now?
To confirm, our target is the true culprit of the Nailman killings, correct?
The Peacekeepers have decided that the boy's father is the Nailman and arrested him. But I refuse to accept that outcome.
After we finish the investigation, we may find out the boy's father is actually the Nailman.
If that's what you conclude, then I'll believe you, Halara.
Believe? What a foolish line of reasoning. To believe in another is the shallowest concept one can uphold. All people lie. All people change their minds. As a detective, you must suspect all others, even me.
Yep, a detective must doubt everything.
Okay.
Still, I will believe what you say, Halara. I trust my instincts on this.
Out of the question. A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case.
Over money.
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
That's the WaDOooos.
You're free to think of me as you wish. However, the truth must be found with your own eyes. Otherwise, there is no point in continuing as a detective. Do you understand?
Yes. Continuing as a detective. I still haven't found meaning in being a detective. What's Halara trying to make me see? I'm no good at this.
A naive guy like yourself might be incompatible with such a straight-laced detective like this one. Maybe someone totally unmotivated would be better. Like that guy sleeping under the piano.
His motivation is books.
Divya? I'm not sure if unmotivated is the right word.
Anyway, Master, I've been wondering... Is this Halara person a man or a woman?
Now that you mention it, I have no idea.
What's the point?
If you're ready, we'll start the investigation. I won't allow time to be wasted.
What was the entire point of that dialogue?
Right.
How does that progress?
You missed your chance to ask. But then again, I also don't really care.
You finished investigating the clock tower, didn't you? Now we will investigate the past Nailman cases.
The past ones?
These are serial killings, aren't they?
Oh, so you want to investigate the past murders as well?
Yep.
And
Yes,
through
Coco Head.
investigating each one, we can conclude if the boy's father is really the culprit or not.
Oh, but we don't know where the other crimes took place. Should we ask around town?
I already know. There are at least 3 additional crime scenes. A secret club in Kamasaki district, a mansion in a high-end residential district, and an art gallery in Ginma district.
Huh? When did you find that out?
You think I did nothing while waiting at the cafe? I
Well,
prepared
yeah.
by gathering intel in order to move the investigation along.
That's amazing.
With my logic, anything is possible. But before we head to past crime scenes, the Nailman urban legend requires more research. Let's visit the legend's main stage.
The main stage?
The main
Here
stage.
in the church.
I have yet to pinpoint the church's location. We should ask someone to guide us there.
Then we should ask the chief. Oh, I totally forgot about him. He told me to gather everyone. Halara, let's go back to the office for now. We're already way past the meeting time.
Very well. We can ask the chief to take us to the church.
Okay, Halara is following us at this time. What is that? Turu Bozo looks miserable. How many times I found being hanged by the Mac? Oh. Okay. It's a little... Okay. There's a bus stop here. We'll just take that. We'll just take the bus. Wait, I can actually just go to the map, huh? Onward map. Let's see. We need to go to the Kamasaki district, right? Providing clues to pronouns? Well, what? Establishing generality? For what reason? How has that progressed the story? That's the thing.
You better hurry!
Like, one of the things that always stood out to me when it comes to some stories is just like a pointless romance that means absolutely nothing and progresses nothing to the story. Oh, by the way, is a Shinigami supposed to be like a blot of blood? You know, because blood is purple? You a customer? Better get out of here. He's definitely selling something dangerous. Not buying scram.
Sorry.
Master, you gotta hurry!
Why? Already looked at that. We are now at the submarine that no one's supposed to know about, but probably hasn't submerged since it originally surfaced. WaDOoooo, a long beloved landmark. How does the Shinigami being a purple blob progress the story?
It's the Peacekeepers. Stay hidden.
Huh? Oh, right. Chief. And that peacekeeper from the clock tower.
Seth Burroughs. A high-ranking peacekeeper. He's quite infamous for being sly and persistent.
Well, we sure got some heavy rain again, huh? The humidity makes my hair fuzzier than normal.
I don't care.
Huh? What did you say?
I don't care. sent your detectives to interfere with the Nailman case, didn't you? We have witnesses.
Nailman? Now that you mention it, there was a case like that before. Oh, wait, no. I don't know anything.
This flower. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Huh?
Created by Amaterasu Corp's research, this precious work of art is adapted to Kanai Ward's environment. But unfortunately, once picked, it can only maintain its beauty for 3 hours. When something beautiful withers, it fills me with an inexplicable sorrow. I feel so sad that... it makes me want to sink a ship.
I don't follow.
The Nailman affair will be handled by the Peacekeepers. You and your team will withdraw immediately. Bring in the detectives you sent out. The Peacekeepers will take custody of them.
Hold on! I don't know what detectives you're talking about, and I don't know where any of them are.
I'll wait until this flower withers. You have 3 hours. I'll not wait a second longer. If you fail to meet my demands, you will suffer the same fate as this flower.
You gonna pick me?
I get it, but can't you give me more time?
So I guess the secret
He's gone.
office is not very secret.
Chief Yako, are you all right?
Oh, Yuma, and Halara, too. Yeesh, this is bad. Listen, the Peacekeepers just came by.
I know. We were watching from over there.
Huh? You were watching? You couldn't at least help me out. Hold on. Are you two the detectives they were talking about?
I'm sorry. It's a long story, but it was probably us.
Probably.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Why? What's going on?
It's exactly as the Peacekeepers said. We are currently pursuing the Nailman case. We'd like to search around the church. I was about to ask you to take us there, but you seem rather busy.
Yeah, I'm real busy now, thanks to you two! You're gonna keep investigating? Not gonna help your chief out of a jam? Look, we've got 3 hours before I'm taken away. If that happens, the last detective agency in town is done for.
Would you rather hand us over to the Peacekeepers?
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the chief. I'd rather turn myself in than ever sell anyone out. Though, I wouldn't want to do that either, if I'm being honest. Never mind, forget what I just said.
Man, he does not know when to stop.
What should we do, Halara?
There's only one person who'll be taken into custody. It's not the chief, not us. It's the Nailman. You will find the real culprit and turn the murderer over to the Peacekeepers as originally planned. With enough evidence, they will have no room to reject the truth.
But we only have 3 hours.
3 hours is more than enough. I will give my utmost effort as your assistant. With my logic, anything is possible.
I don't really get it, but it seems best to leave it to you two. You said you wanted to go to the church? Let me mark it on the map. It's for the best that I don't tag along. If we're seen together, things will get even more sticky. I'll be right here, waiting for good news. I'm counting on you.
Got it. We're off.
3 hours. You've got 3 hours to solve the case. Seriously, I'm counting on you. There's still so much I need to do.
The Dragon Palace, a popular meat bun shop in the Ginma district. They sell higher neutral prices, 500 yen piece, but the owner insists it's due to the superior seasoning. Yes, insists. All right, 3 hours. Let's call them on their BS. We're gonna wait 3 hours. We're going to wait 2 hours, 59 minutes, 30 seconds. No, we're not. You know that. That wasn't even 30 seconds.
You can get to the church from Kamasaki district. Time is short.
Let's hurry!
All right. Church in the convent where the dark forest sits behind it.
So the Nailman urban legend originated at this church.
There aren't any ghosts here, are there? It's safe, right?
The game has already established that ghosts are a thing.
What's the matter, Halara?
I hate churches. I find them devoid of value.
Huh? Why is that?
Because prayer is obviously inferior to payment. Just look at the tragedies the city has seen. There is no God to save you. The lost lamb should look to detectives for help instead, don't you think?
I don't know about that. Depends on the individual.
Forget it. For now, let's talk to the people around the church.
Will they even listen to us?
They can't say no if we say we're on assignment for the Peacekeepers.
Is it okay to lie like that?
Whether it's okay or not is secondary. Our priority is to solve the case. In order to achieve that, deception is at times required. Now, let us educate those who are here that their true savior isn't beyond the rain clouds.
Guess I'll just put these down then.
What is it you wanted to speak about?
I've already spoken to the Peacekeepers a bunch of times. How many times do I gotta say it?
But hasn't the culprit already been arrested?
That's a hairdo. That's noodle hair.
I have time to talk.
How long are you going to stand around like some tombstone? Our time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
Oh, yeah. We have to question them, right?
It's your move. Play your card.
Do I really have to do this? I guess Halara seems intent on being the assistant.
In my opinion, it'd go much faster if Halara did this, Master.
But I have to do it. No point in wasting time thinking about it.
Oh, I can finally move. Okay.
For an investigation.
Our time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
You'll speak to them all eventually anyway.
And you are...
I do the odd jobs like cleaning around the church. I also care for the forest.
Do you know anything about the mailman?
I often patrol the woods, but I'm usually asleep at night. When morning comes around, there are dolls nailed to the trees. It's tough to clean all of them up. I've never seen the nail man himself, but I've seen people enter the forest plenty of times.
Have you ever talked to them?
I have, but they typically run away. Some get surprised and leave their nails and doll behind. I chase after them to give them back their dolls, but I'm never fast enough. They always get away.
I'm never fast
That
enough.
makes sense with a body like that.
What if it's all clothes? He's actually like a buff six-pack dude with the best beach bod.
Are you the priest of this church?
That's right. My family has served this church for many generations. Though I only became a man of the cloth in recent years, the blood of martyrs spanning centuries dwells within me. Thus, my existence is but a piece of the eternal prayers offered. That is my mission, as the divine has guided me to do.
I don't get why, but he sure seems proud to be a priest.
It's the children.
Do you know about the nail man?
Of course. I have no idea how that rumor spread around. Perhaps it was even started by a wish made by those seeking salvation, which created the fantasy of Nail Man.
Salvation. The people of this city must be crazy if they look to the nail man for salvation.
Hey, that actually sounds kind of cool. I know how they feel. I want to tie you up and go to a world where it's just you and me, Master.
Isn't it basically already like that?
All right, cat lady.
You are...
What are you, blind? I'm a nun, obviously. You've got some nerve calling me here out of nowhere. Do you know how busy I am with choir practice? I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
Sorry.
Wow.
She's the type my master has trouble with.
What's with her right hand?
My dad is a higher up at Amaterasu Corporation. I don't care if you're on a mission from the Peacekeepers. If you piss me off, Papa will make you regret it.
Right. I'd just like to ask some questions. I'll keep it quick. Do you know anything about this nail man?
You mean the guy nailing up dolls? Well, I have seen someone going into the forest late at night. Whenever I've gone into the forest afterward, I usually find dolls nailed to the trees. The dolls have names written in what looks like blood. It's creepy as hell, really. In other words, it's totally metal!
I see. By the way, what happened to your right hand? Did you get hurt?
Hey, don't stare! It's nothing. I went a little overboard while practicing an instrument.
Instrument?
Skin flute.
I'm working on this new thing I call death metal choir. I was messing around on the bass and, well, you know.
No, I really don't.
Is that your dominant hand?
What kind of question is that? You want to die or something?
No, I really want to know. How do you hurt your arm that bad while playing bass?
It is her dominant hand. I'm sure of it.
I see.
I've done a lot of stupid things while playing bass. Nothing has led to an entire elbow-to-hand complete cast. No. You did not answer the question, madam.
Excuse me, but...
Don't tell me to take his time.
Do you even have to ask? You know who I am.
No.
No, I think today is the first time we've met.
What? You're investigating the nail man and you don't know who I am?
What's that supposed to mean?
This must be the clergy member on the report who was the first to find the body.
Yeah, that's right. I was the first on the scene.
Right, it was on the report. I'm impressed Halara was able to realize it so quickly.
I've been attending every day since I was first baptized here as a child. That's how pious I am.
That's how pious I am,
But
with
I
a
don't
cigarette in
work
my
here,
mouth.
so it's not like I'm a clergy member. I just love mystical places like this. There's an otherworldly feeling to it, you know? I love researching this type of stuff, which is why I've been keeping an eye on Nailman activity for a while now.
So, you know a lot about the Nailman.
That's an understatement. In fact, you could say I'm an expert in Nailman research.
In that case, what do you think about the clock tower murder? Though it seems the suspect has already been arrested.
I think he was framed.
Because, you know, he was doing, like, there was construction work going on. He was framer.
The real Nailman, obviously.
Obviously. Obviously.
A big mistake. Listen, the Nailman exists. The Nailman is summoned through ritual and commits murder based on a sacrificial doll.
Summoned through a
That's
ritual.
impossible.
Yeah, I get it. You probably want proof. In that case, look for a doll in the forest. You'll find a nailed doll with a name tag for the dark ceremony. Whoever's name is on it is the Nailman's next target. Just follow someone in town with the same name. If you're lucky, you might have a run-in with the Nailman.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wasn't so lucky. I've missed him by just a hair 4 times already.
I see. So you can guess the next victim based on each doll's name tag.
I was so close at the clock tower, too. I found someone whose name matched a name tag and figured out she was heading to the clock tower. I called the Peacekeepers and entered the clock tower, but I was too late. Damn it! If only I had acted sooner.
¿Por
So
qué?
close to meeting the Nailman.
Guess he just wants to meet the Nailman and doesn't care about preventing the murders. So he's an occult enthusiast?
Yeah.
Seems like a huge weirdo.
I've talked to everyone. Halara, is there anything you'd like to ask them?
Only end your turn once you've secured a shot at victory.
Does that mean I should gather more information? What else should I ask about?
Well, there's quite a bit we could ask, but are we going to ask all 4 of them at once, or like? Because we have someone who claims to be an expert on the murders, the lady with the dolls because it's so metal. Anything strange that happened because, you know, sus is, well, sus. And about the suspect, which everyone... So let's go with this one, about the past Nailman murders.
There have been several Nailman cases in the past, right? Does anyone know anything about past cases?
You know a lot about these things, right?
Yeah, you can ask me anything about the Nailman, including all past cases, obviously. I was the first to find the body every time.
Huh? Every time?
There's no reason to look surprised. I already told you how I did it. I find dolls with name tags in the forest. Then, I look for whoever is supposed to be the next victim. But every time I find a victim, they're already dead.
Being the first on scene each time sounds super suspicious.
True. Agreed.
You think I'm suspicious, don't you? I suppose you would. The first person on the scene can always lie and say they discovered the body in a locked room. But the thing is, I've never been alone when I've discovered a body.
What about
All
beforehand?
the crime scenes had no way in or out, so I'd open them with someone nearby, or by asking the Peacekeepers.
So the body's discovery was never done alone. If that's true, then all the rooms really were locked.
Master, why don't don't you ask for more details about past cases for now?
Can you tell me more about each case?
There have been 3 Nailman cases in the past 6 months, excluding the one at the clock tower. The first happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
It was a very secret club.
It's essentially a members-only casino. The victim owned the place. At the time, the Nailman was just a name you'd sometimes hear about in urban legends. But I had a personal interest in the Nailman, so I started researching him. And then it happened. I came across another murder while investigating a name tag I'd found in the forest. I knew then that it had to be the Nailman.
And that crime scene was also within a locked room?
Yeah, all of the Nailman crime scenes have common characteristics. There's always a corpse and doll coated in nails, and also the murderer leaves no trace behind. Isn't that bizarre? See why I'm so interested in the Nailman?
I totally get it.
Don't empathize with him.
The secret club was the first locked room mystery. As for the second, it was at a mansion in the residential area near Ginma district. About 3 months ago, the owner of the mansion was murdered in the building's study. The crime scene again took place in a locked room with a corpse and doll covered in nails inside. Considering all this, there's no doubt it was committed by the Nailman. By then, I knew the legendary Nailman had descended upon Kanai Ward. The third locked room mystery occurred a month ago. A woman was killed in an art gallery storage in Ginma district. It also featured a body and a doll covered in nails in a completely locked room.
Okay.
And today, the fourth locked room mystery happened at the clock tower. That's every single Nailman case. At least, for now. I'm sure the Nailman will continue on. He will enact revenge for the people of Kanai Ward.
Okay. So we asked about that. Next, I think we should ask about, I guess, the dolls, right?
That reminds me, is there any information about the dolls used in the Nailman ceremonies? I know a few have been found at the crime scenes, too.
You find that stuff in any doll shop.
Doll shop?
Huh? You haven't seen one? What are you, a foreigner or something?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Around
yeah,
here,
totally no.
Crab shops have been selling fancy dolls for a long time. They were mostly souvenirs for tourists, but that industry is long gone now. Some places still sell them at steep discounts just to get rid of their stock.
Mm-hmm.
If you know where to look, you'll see mountains of illegally discarded dolls all over the place.
Hold on a second. Let's take a look at this nun's picture on the bottom left real quick. We got the cat ears that move, but she also has human ears. The human ears have to be fake.
I see. So they aren't much of a clue given how easy they are to obtain.
Okay.
Has anyone noticed strange things happening near the church lately?
Wow,
What a vague question.
Now that you mention it,
What is it? Please, any small detail will help.
something strange was burning in the incinerator earlier.
What do you mean by strange?
Like, I thought it was a rope, but all I can say is it looked strange.
What?
Can you try drawing what it looks like? It does look like some sort of bizarre rope?
It's like a centipede with legs missing from one side. Looks delicious.
A rope ladder.
I was worried that it wasn't supposed to be burned, so I tried to take it out. But I was too late. It was completely incinerated. I asked around to see if anyone knew about it, but everyone claimed they hadn't thrown away anything like it. The incinerator is surrounded by a locked fence. Only clergy can access it.
So, no one here recognized it?
I don't even work here in the first place.
Only clergy can access the incinerator, but no one claims to have thrown it away.
I don't know if this has anything to do with the case, but something's fishy.
Let's burn the children after they're done with them.
A watchmaker was arrested earlier. He's suspected of being involved in the mailman incident. Does anyone know anything about him?
A watchmaker? You mean G.A. Colin? I've asked him to fix the church clock several times. To think that he's the nail man.
Well, it
Not...
hasn't been proven that he's the culprit yet.
Oh, I see. But if it were him, no one would blame him.
What do you mean?
This city has completely changed. Everyone is seeking salvation in some way. The nail man was born out of our situation.
So the mailman's 3 years old? That's it? Just 3 years?
Many would certainly deny it, but the nailed dolls continue to appear in our forest. If the nail man acts as their agent, then they are also the nail man. In a way. That's how I see it. What do you think?
It's true. The mailman could be seen as a savior to some people. After all, he kills the people you want dead for you. I mean, the victim had it coming for doing something worth getting killed over, right?
Well, the legal system in this game is bonkers, so...
I think I've asked about everything I wanted to find out.
Looks like time is almost up. Let's get going.
Was that okay?
Yes, it will suffice. Thank you for your cooperation.
Time's almost up. Let's stop here for a second.
They may end up being accused of the murders. Huh? You need to remember
Suspect, suspect,
face,
suspect,
so you
suspect,
stop
Shinigami.
Even if they flee through a crowd.
Wait! Do you mean the actual culprit is one of them?
Perhaps. There's not enough information yet to act on. We have no time to waste. Let's investigate the other crime scenes. Best not to scramble what little gray matter rests in your head. So let's examine the crime scenes chronologically.
Okay. Well, the first murder occurred at... It's the secret club in the Kamasaki district, right?
Correct. Let's hurry. I won't allow time to be wasted.
You won't allow time to be wasted? What about now? Nya, 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 nya.
I'm sure.
Fox must be the church's symbol. Otherwise, fine atmosphere is spoiled by a lame fox. The gargoyle would have really tied this place together. Either that or a rug. It ties the room together. Oh yeah, a little.
Oh,
Reinforce an always watching type of ideology. Yeah, he's gonna haunt my dreams. Let's go. So y'all is just gonna stand out here in the rain? Okay. You sure you don't want to find an older reference? What did I say this time? What did I say this time?
I'm sure.
Fox, church's symbol, otherwise fine atmosphere. The rug. Okay. Yeah, but the dude abides. That is an old reference, but you know what? 10 points if you get it. Alright, moving on. Moving on. Illegal members only club located in the Kamasaki district. One can enjoy slots, roulette, card games. Many games have obscene rates and cheating is rampant. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what casinos are. Obscene rates. They're stacked against you.
Halara? I've been thinking.
More drinks.
The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare. What more could you possibly ask for?
A cheaper rate.
Now, let's be swift.
Huh? Right.
I don't really get it, but talk about confidence. Where's the secret club?
Ooh, slug bug.
Oh, this is
Car, cool vintage thing going on. Wish I could take it for a spin. You can float around. You still want to drive? I'd rather float personally. You can float all you want after you die and become a ghost. It's one street though. I'll pass.
I smell a mystery. I'm all hyped up.
It's glaring at us. Right.
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
I bet.
No doubt they've shirked their obligation to clean up. I suspect the Peacekeepers are lazy to a fault. It's open. Let's go inside.
Well, it's open now. You just karate chop opened it. The rug, I know. Let's see what else we got. Rumors about the secret club. Credible rumor suggests there's a bunch of behind-the-scenes connections to Amaterasu Corporation. The power's still on, and it's clean. All right, so there's a whole bunch of booze out. Glasses, lights are on, everything's working. Huh. What? Oh, okay, there it is. I was like, what is that? I thought I was floating for a second. Let's see. Unusual placement for the nails.
The Peacekeepers may be sloppy, but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely untouched. The body was probably found around here. The victim's name is Suguma Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired. This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
You sure know a lot about it.
Why should I read any of the in-betweens? Because they're going to tell me about it
told you,
anyway.
I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe. The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out. At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
No windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery.
But there's not much more to investigate. We don't know what state the body was in at the time of discovery.
I told you not to worry. The conditions have all been met.
Conditions?
Don't tell me you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
Oh yeah, I did. I thought you were just in it for the money.
My forte is post-cognition, the power to see the past.
Oh.
However, it can only be used at murder scenes. To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered. Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
That's amazing! It's like the perfect forte for a detective.
Yeah, it really is. So she's
My
cheating.
power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene.
She's hecka cheating.
Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my post-cognition. What I see is what actually was there. When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger. Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found. Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
A book.
Power sure is convenient.
Heck,
Explains all the
cheating.
confidence. It's similar to the mystery labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind. But now it's done in the real world.
All right.
Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? I'm angry. Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
What? What an unusual request.
Of course not.
Crime scene, that's was it discovered. Okay. So we got this slot machine that isn't working. No other way in or out. The silhouette of a what looks like chalk. That up there. All right, what we got? What do you got, Shimi?
Post-cognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do is wait for the report.
Well, do I have some good news for you?
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express?
Oh yeah, I was drugged.
When the other master detectives used their powers?
This sensation. I felt it when Aphex used his powers. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears. Right. I can sense whenever a master detective uses their power.
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power. On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
Wait,
Alright.
then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara? That's amazing! Is this your ability, Shinigami?
Something like that.
Something
There
like
are
that.
conditions for it to activate. You must kiss someone to share their ability.
What? Kiss Halara?
Ha! I lied. Look at you blush. Did you really want to? You still don't know if Halara is a boy or a girl.
Oh, quit messing around and tell me how it works.
You need permission from the person sharing the ability first. Then, you must hold hands while the ability is active.
What?
That's it.
Okay.
So I held the hands of everyone prior and got permission.
Halara. Halara?
I need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
Prepare to fast forward.
Coalescence. Hold hands. You and me.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
You don't have to hold everyone's
Yeah,
hands, give
but
permission.
I just
Yeah,
remembered I had it.
just remember.
Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
Not until I get paid.
It's not like that.
I despise you.
What?
Huh?
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular. I despise all of humanity equally.
Of course.
I don't trust anyone, except the dead.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
Poppycock is this? Human touch. So foreign. The only time I touched another human is when I punched him in the face.
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
Oh, weird.
Can you really see it? So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own forte. Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you, but it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined. Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
At least they have to activate it. Imagine seeing everything superimposed all the time. Yeah.
That would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant, after all. This is quite the bizarre crime scene. But unusual crime scenes are expected, when you work for the WDO.
WaDOoooo.
Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Investigation. All right. So we have quite a few things. The slot machine is still broken.
What does that mean?
When the body was discovered, this door was locked from the inside. No way in or out of the room. In other words, locked room mystery!
That's...
Chairs lined up neatly. Someone rearranged the chairs after the incident. Either the Peacekeepers did or the staff did. Either way, it's not something to worry about. I'll check someplace else. All right. Examine around the table. Locked room mystery. All right, we got the roulette table. What we got? There's a roulette table. Probably hasn't been used since the incident. Covered in dust. ZR. What does that do? Doesn't appear to be any clues at the top of the roulette table either. Nothing underneath it either. Check someplace else. Right, let's do that. Oh! Oh, on the bottom left it says ZR for post-cognition. Got it. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, well, you know what? I want to look around first. I want to look around first, then I want to do the post-cognition. There's a vent here. 4 corners covered and screwed down. Don't think it'll open. I doubt the covers can be opened when it's like this. Too early to conclude. There's no useful information. Compare. Right. Check that out here presently.
You just gotta hit this thing and it'll be good as new.
All right, now let's do the thingamajiggy with this. Hand holding action.
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with.
All right.
That's...
Chairs knocked over. Could be evidence of a struggle between the victim and culprits. Don't know about that. Culprit could have knocked it over on purpose to throw off the investigation. Not much we can go on other than the fact that it's knocked over. All right. I'm getting the hang of this, I think.
This could be the clincher.
Hand hold the action of actionness. Slot machine.
Yeah.
Slot machine spotless. Looked like it was well taken care of. Nothing else of interest. Seems that way. Let's check someplace else. A key!
There's
Oh.
a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
How so?
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery. Hooray! I'm so glad I met you.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else? I don't think so. We'll get to that here shortly. And just looking around. Alright, we got a doll on the table. Doll nailed to the roulette table too. Also a doll nailed here, right in the middle of the roulette table. The doll itself seems to be the same as the others. Doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy. That is in and of itself sufficient knowledge. Check someplace else. This was moved during the incident, as far as I can tell. It doesn't seem related to the case. Yeah, let's check into the place.
Time for an investigation.
Alright. Turning off my Zippa mode. I think it is time for us to investigate the obvious. And look at all that purple slime.
I see a body. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene. And it's so quiet.
Time for an investigation.
Alright. So what do we got? We have the vent, the corpse, and the doll on the wall. Sure enough, the secret club has dolls nailed to the wall too. That must be the nail man's calling card. They're nailed into the wall, seemingly at random, facing all directions. I can't find a pattern. Nothing that can be connected to the culprit. Let's check someplace else.
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting
Post-mortem.
to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh, there are marks on him, signs that he was strangled. The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
The most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
That's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. Such an awesome mentor.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
Mm-hmm.
But why?
Alright. Lastly, I believe, is the vent.
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult could probably pass through.
It's the secret club vent.
By the way, Yuma, did you notice the nail below the vent?
It didn't give me the option, so no.
Below the vent?
Well, actually, yes, I did notice that.
Huh, some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Another reason?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about it.
Okay. So we got a good start on the next locked door mystery. Or we're going to have to call it now. We're going to have to call it here, considering it's almost 4. So it's almost 4. So I actually did notice the bent nails, and that kind of leads me to believe that either the person is light enough to climb those nails to get to the vent, or used it to hang something to climb up to the vent. So there's that. There's that. Still don't know what's going on with the lady in the cast and the E and the E and the E, you know? I don't know. Um, I think they're trying to throw a couple of red herrings to try to throw us off on the investigation on who to accuse of or who to really suspect, but we'll see how things progress next time. We'll see how things progress next time. But man, it's like not a lot of doing in the game, I noticed. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Taking a poll on how many episodes you think this game will take. As per the request of Kai. I think it was Kai. No, was it Plot Twist or Kai? Hold on a second. Yeah, taking bets. It was Kai. So taking a poll. Put in the comments how many episodes you think this bad boy's gonna be. That's just about does it for this episode. If you enjoyed the comment, like, subscribe, notifications, follow, or I don't know, climb nails into vents and then rappel down windows off of 3-story buildings. I don't know. Whatever, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Discord. I don't know. Whatever they want you to do nowadays. They change it every single time I look at it. Check out my website, JPEdgar.com. I got my books, my blog, my merch, and my stream schedule. And just a reminder that my live stream and my archives, separate channels, and those links will be in the description. All right. Well, I really enjoy you coming in, keeping me company, making fun of me, cheering me on, and just shaking your head at the absolutely ridiculous as I'm ignoring the obvious. And like always, more ridiculous to come.